Hey guys, what's up? I'm live. It is Wednesday. I like to do these weekly streams. This one is on Nan's laptop. Probably for next week, if I get some antivirus stuff installed, these streams should come from my own laptop. So I don't know how you're seeing the quality. It doesn't look fantastic on here right now, but I guess we'll have to make do. So during this live stream, we're going to be talking about some NRL signings, which I think a few of you might join because the NRL videos are such a big part of my channel. And we'll talk about whether you guys liked my Maori videos, Maori and All Stars, things like that. We're going to get some hype in the chat, hopefully. If you watch The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Legends of Tomorrow, Batwoman, Black Lightning, any of those shows, get hype for Crisis on Infinite Earths. I'll be talking about that. And then we'll also talk about the A-League, which is what these streams have been for up until now, but it's a little bit shorter this week. There's some buys. And then you've also got the NBA, which I've recently started talking about because I go for the Lakers, and we are doing quite well. So all right, let's get started with some NRL news. So, very, very exciting off the top of the bat. Dylan Brown has re signed with the Eels on a 3-year deal for, I believe, $2 million. And I think this is very worth it. I am happy with this. I think it's a good. Brown reveals the reason he stayed at the Eels. I won't put that on there because it goes for 3 minutes. In other NRL news, Vunivalu has signed with Rugby Union. However, he will continue with his contract that runs through 2020. After that, he will leave. Now, I can see a lot of you in the comments saying Dylan Brown isn't worth that much. That it's a big call to say that, but you have to think of how our halves have been. Now, Corey Norman, for me, he was a fairly good player, but Dylan Brown is showing signs of maturity. And I don't know if you guys know, but we are officially, I'll get the photo up actually. We officially, I think I saved it. I did. Here it is. Official. It's Brad Arthur. Welcome to the coaching staff. I might make a separate video on this also. Andrew Johns. Andrew Johns is now officially part of the Parramatta Eels, the immortal, sorry. And I think that's massive for our halves. And that's why I think the signing for Dylan Brown and for Mitchell Moses to both be re-signed for some years together is very good. Mitchell, unfortunately, I won't be live streaming Eels versus Bulldogs. I will be at the game, so that will be a live vlog. God, there's already 11 people joining the stream. Normally, it's maybe about 5 right now. So that's really good support on the stream, guys. Keep that up. Let's have a look. So I mentioned Vunivalu, I mentioned Dylan Brown, and I think that's so important to our halves. I think the next youngster we'd have to chase. I heard that tomorrow we might be signing Oregon Kafusi. Don't know how much truth there is to that. Hopefully he gets to stay with them. Someone just said, "What the fuck, Andrew Johns?" Yes, Andrew Johns. Entertained. Apparently, Bronson Cherry. See, Bronson Cherry for me, I thought was fake. That he was leaving. I've seen reports now that he actually does want out of the club. We'll wait and see how much of that is true. Fox League do make some shit up. Just having a look at signings. Vunivalu we spoke about. Trent Merrin has signed, I believe, with the Dragons, returning to the Dragons, I think on a 2-year deal. I think it was more than 1 year. Riley Jacks will return to the Melbourne Storm. Not too sure whether he will be playing at halfback yet. Curtis Scott, he signed last week, I think, but he has signed with the Raiders. Now, I'm going to make a big prediction here, and I think he is going to be very good. So good that this is a big call. But if they play him right and this Raiders team keeps up, I think he could be the player of the year. I really like what Curtis Scott does. We've seen the magic that he can create with the ball. And I think being around this Canberra side is going to be very good for him. So he'll be in the number 4 jersey, I believe, for Joey Leilua. So Jordan Rapana was normally there. So it'll be interesting to see who he gets partnered with as well. Latrell Mitchell for Tigers with Matt Moylan. Gee whiz. Raiders will get a good lift for team. Meet and greet at Roosters versus Manly. Is that round 2? I'm so salty. Why the fuck Andrew John? Brady Croft and Broncos. Yes, Brady Croft is going to the Broncos. Does that solve their halves problem, though? That is what I want to know. Earl Thompson reflects on accident. Justin O'Neill, eyes felt reunion. Croft determined to lead the halves of Brisbane. Joel Mitchell rumoured to be going to Toronto Wolfpack with Sonny Bill Williams. I don't think that'll happen. I think, to be honest, I think he will be at the Sydney Roosters this year. I think the team will come together, realise how much they need him, and they're going to keep him. I just think he's an important part of their club. But I'm getting sick of seeing it, you know. Leilua. Luciani Leilua has gone to the West Tigers, so he will strengthen their forward pack. It's quite a good signing. I think Luciani Leilua is a fairly underrated player. I don't know if he's a starting player. I think he's a big impact bench player, in my opinion. Matt Pryor has announced his departure with the Sharks to Leeds, so the Super League. Okay. And Merrin I already spoke about. Merrin is coming from the Super League to play with the Dragons. Now, does this say whether it's a 1-year deal or 2? I think it was 2. It says beyond the 2020 season. Can you react to my Make a Sivo montage? Hey, stop spamming. Stop spamming. Riyadh? Yes. As long as it doesn't have any like copyright music, I will check that out 100%. How long does it go for? But don't spam. I can see your messages, and I just try not to talk as much as possible because I have to focus. Entertainer is apparently Eels are getting Bronson Cherry and Latrell might be coming to us. Adokar wants a release also. Adokar did want a release. I've got a little bit of information on that. As you guys know, my friend is cousins with Adokar. Personally, he would like to have this release. The Melbourne Storm won't let him. They want him to see out his contract. I don't know how they are keeping him there, but unfortunately, it doesn't look like he'll be leaving the Storm anytime soon. But due to family issues, he does want to be in Sydney. And in particular, he actually wants to be with the West Tigers. The West Tigers, for him, his old club, he does kind of miss a little bit. What was this one? Bronson Cherry and Latrell might be coming to us. No, that's not true. It would be cool to see Bronson Cherry at the Eels, but who would you get rid of? You'd probably say Takarangi or Michael Jennings, but they're both cold players to our club at the moment, and I can't see them going anytime soon. What else have we got? Broncos complete Brady Croft signing. Valentine Holmes has signed with the North Queensland Cowboys. Be interesting to see. Now, I've heard that Valentine will be at fullback, which he definitely deserves. And Scott Drinkwater, which I like the way he's playing. But apparently, Scott Drinkwater will be in the number 6 jersey. So I wonder if that pushes Michael Morgan to the number 7 or Michael Morgan to the centre. Be interesting to see what the Cowboys do with Michael Morgan there. Let me know, guys, what do you guys think of the Entertain House t-shirt as well? I know it's been a while since I showed it. I'm going to be placing an order soon. I'll just show you guys briefly as well. If you guys do want one, definitely let me know in the comments. What is your merch called? Just the Entertain House shirt. It's just a shirt at the moment. Panthers prop announces retirement. Raiders signs Storm Centre. Crawford to be released. Who fought Waker resigns. Aiden Caesar to leave the Raiders. Now, I actually said that I think Aiden Caesar will be there in 2020. Unfortunately, he is going to Huddersfield Giants in the Super League. But yeah, I was a bit disappointed with this. I think he's had a good season, but not a fantastic season. And I just think that with the team that they're getting, he could have been a lot better of a player. But unfortunately, he is leaving the Raiders, which will be interesting who they get to number 7, because I actually see Jack White, and he's gone from fullback, and he's moved to that 5'8" role, and he's matured there, played very well. I don't see Jack Whiten even. It could be in the future, but I don't see him as a halfback. I see him in that 5'8" position, just like I see Corey Norman in the 5'8" position rather than being a fullback. But we'll have to wait and see with this one. Pappenhausen re-signs. We know that one. Yo, back to the Panthers. Broncos young gun undergoes ACL surgery. Keenan Palsia. So Pappenhausen re-signed 6 days ago. Price set to farewell Sharks. Andrew Johns joins Eagles as a fullback. Not as a fullback. Who will win in a run straight, Micah Sivo or George Tafua? That is a very hard question. They are both big players. Look, if it was tackling, I would probably say George Tafua. But in regards to the fend, I would have to go with Micah Sivo. Dylan Brown has re-signed. Yes, we spoke about that at the start of the video. Dylan Brown has re-signed for $2 million on a 3-year deal. And I'm fairly happy with that. Lomax set for fullback, but Dufty to stay and fight for the spot. So Zach Lomax will move to fullback in 2020 for the Dragons, apparently, I'm reading here. But Dufty does not want that to happen. So if you were easy, lol, you're only saying Sivo because he's ill. No, I think if it was the Fen, Sivo wins it. But if it's in regards to tackling, I know Sivo is a big gun, but I think Tafua can tackle him, beat him in a fight, I guess you could even say. But in regards to the Fen, make a Sivo just has a fantastic fend on him. It's beautiful. Holmes to give Maroons good headaches at selection table. So we're officially on the 7-day mark now, so I don't know if there's anything new within that. Flanagan cleared to make a return as Dragons assistant. So not Kyle Flanagan, what's his name? Shane Flanagan? Yeah, Shane Flanagan after being disgraced. Eels should sign Jairo. We can't afford him now. We've got Ryan Madison. We can't afford him. We will be under the salary cap. That's another one to speak about. Jai Arrow is looking at signing with the Rabbitohs. We'll wait and see how much truth there is to that. But he could be signing with Rabbitohs. I'm just going to go. I don't know how reliable this is. There's been a few stories on this page, so I'm just going to have a look and see what's new on there. Latrell Mitchell looks elsewhere, but Luke Keary would love him to stay. South Star Cody Walker at Crossroads as new contract offer comes up short. I wonder whether Cody Walker will be at South this year. I really do wonder that. And if he does leave, I think it gives him a little bit of money as well to sign someone. I don't know who that someone is though, so don't ask me that. The $4 million man South Sydney Rabbitohs set to hit monster offer for Gold Coast Titans star Jai Arrow. That's what I was reading earlier. So yeah, it looks like they could do a big offer for Jai Arrow, and I think it could be for a few years actually. What do you guys think of Brady Croft at the Broncos? Do you think it fixed their halves problem? They obviously have halves problem, but do you guys think that genuinely will fix that issue? Oh, Cameron King, former Parramatta Eel. Forgot to mention him. Cameron King, I don't know if he'll be starting, but he has signed with the Cronulla Sharks. Now, I'm trying to work out whether Jaden Brayley, he's gone from the Sharks to the Knights, I believe. So I wonder whether he'll start or if he'll be like an impact bench or even a no, that's Newtown Jets, not Cronulla Sharks. I was going to say even a reserve grade player, kind of like Matt McElrick was. Latrell Mitchell considering union switch. Bullshit. Or Damien Cook and getting faster. Roosters fans. Re-signing. Re-signing of Sasia Takiaho on a 2-year extension. I think that's massive. I think he's a big part of this team. He is another big impact player. I think that soon, and I think he's a bench player at the moment, I think soon he definitely will get a permanent starting role in this side if he continue the way that he does in the game. Moses re-signs ages ago. Don't know why that's there. Okay, we'll leave it at that. If you got any more NRL stuff in the comments, let me know. Cody Walker might be going to the Tigers if he leaves. So where would he be playing at the Tigers, though? Said Luke Brooks was not going anywhere for mine. Benji Marshall is great in that number 6, and it's his last year. So no way to get rid of him. Yes and no. Brady will need to form a relationship with MILF. I'd see it happen, but it will take a while. I think that Milford is a number 6. He is not a fullback, personally. But that's just my opinion. I could be wrong. My dad put $50 to win comp, so I hope they keep Josh Adokar. Langer has been watching Brady Croft, and he said that the Broncos will be another level. We'll wait and see. Yeah, that's a big call from Alfie Langer, watching and agreeing that Croft won't do anything. Broncos are wasting their money. Cody Walker at fullback for Tigers if you go. No, you can't take that fullback position from Corey Thompson. He has proved this year he has re-signed with the club. Let me check when he expires. I know he's got at least a year in him, if not more. No way. No way that anyone's take. Yeah, West Tigers re-sign Corey Thompson June 2019 until 2021. Look, that's loyalty right there. He is an informed player. I think from memory, he was actually their top try scorer. He is a very, very, very underrated player in my opinion. I never used to think too much of him. He's been building over the years, and he's just getting better and better in the game. I actually would go as far as saying that he fits in at the Tigers, but he might even be wasted there. He's a great player, and even though he's staying at that club, he has potential at other clubs, forming relationships, as Gamer XD14 says, with different players around him. What position is Holmes going to be in at the Cowboys? Number one. And then you move Scott Drinkwater into 6. It's going to be interesting to see, though, whether Drinkwater and Michael Morgan go together or whether Jake Clifford. But I heard that they're getting rid of Jake Clifford or Jake Granville, one of the Jakes. I can't remember. One of the Jake Cowboys are rumoured to be getting rid of, but we'll wait and see how much truth there is to that. You can't believe everything that you're reading, guys. You had to sign one. Latrell, Dylan Brown, or Mitchell Moses. Both Latrell and Moses. I wouldn't sign Dylan Brown out of those 3. This is a hard question. I wouldn't sign Dylan Brown out of 3, unfortunately. Latrell can kick goals and turn up, but not always. Whereas Mitchell Moses most of the time turns up, but also can have very inconsistent game. Look, as a Parramatta fan, I'm going to say that I would sign Mitchell Moses, in my opinion. But Latrell's a very close second. But for me, Latrell is up and down. What about Tamare Martin? Well, if Easton Masters takes that number 3 jersey, I would say maybe Tamare Martin. Well, it depends. Easton Masters is part of the club now, so it's going to be hard for Tamare Martin to find a spot, isn't it? You've got Kyle Felt, you've got Easton Masters, you've got who was on the left wing for the Cowboys? You've got Bowen, is that his name? Thoughts on Jordan Kahu coming back to the Broncos? I think it's good. I think he fits in there. I didn't think he quite belonged to the Cowboys personally, and it's good to see him back there. Masters is trash. I disagree with that. I don't think he is an amazing player. I do think he's got potential, and I think he's shown that potential as a centre where his position is as well. I think Masters definitely belongs in a centre role. I wouldn't switch him to another position. Guys, we've been talking about the NRL for 20 minutes. We're going to get into some A-League and some NBA in just a minute. But no, I do think Masters is good. Thoughts on Cam Smith playing the 7? Won't fucking happen. It better not happen. Let me know in the comments, guys, which majority rules. That's the rule. Do you guys want to see me talk about A-League or about NBA? So just write NBA or A-League. So NBA, the basketball, and then if it's A-League, let me know which one you want to see first. We'll talk about them both during the stream, but are you guys... NBA gets a vote. NBA gets a vote. A-League gets a vote. One more vote. Majority rules. NBA. 3 NBA. All right, let's do it. Let's talk about the NBA. All right. I won't talk very thoroughly about this. I'll just talk about my prediction. So in today's game, there was actually a few little upsets that we'll speak about. The big upset was the Spurs. The Spurs beat the Rockets. And the Rockets have been in very good form at the moment. So have the Clippers. The Clippers are going very well. They went 117 to 97. Now, we went in as underdogs. By I mean the Lakers. And I'm very happy to say we pulled off a win. We started to, I wouldn't say choke, but it was a very, very close game. I think when I looked, it was about 72 to 75, and I was going, shit. But we ended up winning 105 to 96, which is pretty good. Miami Heat beat Toronto Raptors by 11 points. Also a little bit of an upset there. And Magic beat the Wizards. And Wizards were favourites. I don't know why Wizards were favourites in that match. I did see Orlando Magic getting the win there, and that's exactly what happened. In tomorrow's games, the Milwaukee Bucks play Detroit Pistons. I'm going to go with the Milwaukee Bucks. Phoenix Suns play Orlando Magic. Orlando's been good, but I'm going to go the Suns here, both favourites. The Golden State Warriors, who are very struggling, completely different side to what they normally look, and Charlotte Hornets. I'm going to go the Hornets here. I'm not going to go them big, though. I'd probably go a 1-10 win. I'll add a little multi at the end. We'll go Hornets. Atlanta Hawks versus Brooklyn Nets. Another tough game, but I think I'm going to go with Brooklyn Nets on this one. The Brooklyn Nets have also won their last 5 straight against Atlanta. And Atlanta had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 losses in a row. Whereas Brooklyn Nets had 4 straight wins and then a loss. But they're not too bad, the Nets at the moment. So I'm going to put the Nets there. Celtics and Miami Heat. I'm going to go the Celtics, but I think it'll be a close game after what we saw of Miami Heat against the Raptors. The Grizzlies and the Bulls. I'm going to go the Bulls. The Indiana Pacers and Oklahoma City Thunder. I think Thunder's been going very well. However, I'm going to go for an upset here. I'm going to say there's been a little bit of form coming out of them, and I'm going to back the Indiana Pacers. They're only at $1.96, so it's only an 8-cent difference, but they're not the favourite there. So we'll go with that one. Los Angeles Lakers versus Utah Jazz suspended Lakers, so I can't bet on Lakers anyway. We'll come back to that. Minnesota Timberwolves versus Dallas Mavericks. I like what I've seen of the Mavericks. They're starting to get some wins here. They beat the Lakers by 4 points as well. But no, they've got 3 wins now in a row. They had 7 wins before they lost to the Clips as well. The Clips beat them by 15. But I would say that they're going pretty well at the moment, the Mavs. They're coming 9th as well, so not too bad. Sacramento Kings versus Portland Trail Blazers. Due to it being in Portland, I'm going to go Portland for that one. Look, if you get all 9 of those, that gets you $68. But Utah Jazz at $1.71, and the Lakers apparently suspended. So I don't know. I think Lakers. I hope we can win this game. I think Lakers might win this game. It is at Utah, so they are quite tough and gritty at home sometimes. The Utah Jazz, but they are also coming 12th, whereas we are coming first at the moment. But yeah, so in my multi, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go Brooklyn. Oh, you can't put that in. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go Brooklyn Nets head to head. Chuck that in. I'm going to go the Phoenix Suns 1-10. I'm going to put Orlando Magic to put in a big fight. See you later, Martin. I'm going to go Chicago Bulls against the Grizzlies. And I'm going to go Indiana Pacers 1-10 against Oklahoma City Thunder. So those 4 there, $22.60. So Brooklyn Nets head to head, Phoenix Suns 1-10, Chicago Bulls head to head, and Indiana Pacers 1-10. $22 there. Not too bad. We're at 26 minutes for the stream, so let's now talk about the A-League. So let's have a look. This Man United versus Tottenham game keeps showing up in my fucking sports bet. Go away. Okay. Melbourne City take on Perth Glory. Perth have been fairly shocking, you could say, at the moment. They have not been great. They are now coming 11th, whereas Melbourne City are coming 2nd. So I'm going to back Melbourne City to win. I'm starting to think the score will be 2-0. That's paying $8.50. Do you guys think Perth Glory will win this? They are definitely due a win. This is a completely different side to what we saw last year. They have had 1 win all season. Very different. Wellington Phoenix against the Wanderers. Look, this is a very hard match to pick because Wellington are playing very good. I don't like saying footy for soccer, but I almost said footy. Very good soccer at the moment. The Wanderers have had 3 losses in a row, so they definitely are due to bounce back. I think Wellington, though, at home are going to be too good for the Wanderers. I could lean towards this match, though, being a 1-1 draw. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back the draw to be safe. Sydney FC in great form against the Brisbane Roar side. Look, Sydney FC now have 4 wins in a row, and I do think that they'll win this game. So I'm going to back Sydney FC. I'm going to go. I'm going to go 2-1. I think Brisbane Roar will score. They've been fairly good at the moment. So I'm going to go 2-1 Sydney FC. We'll chuck that in. Western United. What's this one? Western United versus Melbourne Victory. Thoughts on Joe playing? Joe for first goal scorer, 3-2. So Western United versus Melbourne Victory. Another tough game. Western United had only 2 wins in a row, but they had the draw as well with Perth. Whereas Melbourne Victory beat Perth 1-0 the other night. They've got a little bit of confidence. I think Western United are due. I think they bounce back. I'm backing Western United to win this match. And then Adelaide United against the Newcastle Jets. I think Adelaide will be too good for the Jets. I do think the Jets are good value, though, $4. I could see them winning this game. I don't think they will. Adelaide have 4 wins in a row up until that loss against Wellington 2-1. Absolute fucking useless. Expected them to win. That stuffed up my multi. So right there, get rid of these NBA ones. My phone just crashed. Well, you heard me in relation to those. You think Joey Johns in the Eels coaching staff will have an improvement? I think it will have a big improvement on our halves. As Michael Jennings re-signed, Coke is better. Coke probably is better, but there's no Coke in this house. Does anybody here watch The Flash, Arrow, Supergirl, Batwoman, Black Lightning, or even Smallville? If you watch Smallville, let me know. I am so keen for Crisis on Infinite Earths. Can't wait for the new signing to start this weekend for the Mariners. Who's Joe? What's on Joe? Joe. So I've done my up until ninth position on my season reviews. So we're on to the top eight with the Sharks, which will probably come out this weekend sometime. Got a lot of dislikes, unfortunately, on that Star Wars video. I posted the end of the Star Wars game for you guys to enjoy some gameplay content. A few people asked me. I had 4 dislikes and 2 likes, so guess I learned a lesson there, which is unfortunate. Last week I did a live reaction to Flash and Arrow. I think tonight I'll just watch it and try and edit it. I mean, if it gets copyrighted, then fuck it. But hopefully that doesn't happen. I hope that's not the case. Rick and Morty will return on Monday. So those reactions there are live and then they get taken down. So I guess if you're watching it while you're live, you're not missing out. I guess I could make reviews afterwards. But I just don't have time, you know. I really don't get time with work and my season reviews and the Wednesday live stream. I guess I could talk about it through my live streams. They start to go for a bit longer now. Like right now, it's 32 minutes on the clock. Um, I've also got to watch the second episode of Upright. I watched the first episode of Upright, a show that I've been looking forward to. But I'm probably dragging on for you guys. So, yeah, I think that will do for tonight's stream. So, just to recap, Joey Johns at the Eels, Aiden Caesar has left. Vunivalu will see out his contract. Dylan Brown resigns. Um, I think Sydney FC will be too good this weekend once again, which will be their 4th straight win, I believe. The Mariners don't play. Mariners lost to Brisbane Raw. Unfortunately, there were a few games where clubs lost 2-0 on the weekend. But yeah, Chelsea also lost on the weekend to West Ham, so that pissed me off. That was very frustrating there. But they do have a chance to bounce back. I believe it's against Aston Villa tonight. Is it tonight? Let's have a look. Chelsea versus Aston Villa tomorrow at 6:30 a.m. Aston Villa paying $9.50. I think that we will beat them. I think we'll bounce back, probably 2-1. 0-0 draw at halftime into 2. Oh, no, I'm gonna go 1. I'm gonna go 1-0 halftime Chelsea into 2-1 Aston Villa. No, sorry, into 2-1 Chelsea. Shit. All right. All right, guys, we'll leave it there. Hope you guys have enjoyed the stream. Someone just said, what is your next A-League game you will be vlogging? Okay, let's have a look at the draw. I would like to go to Bankwest Stadium, but I'm not sure if I will. I will also go to another Sydney Kings game. If you haven't watched that, go and check out my brand new GoPro. I filmed my NBL Sydney Kings versus Melbourne United. Good day out there. Really enjoyed that. And I'm looking forward to going back 100%. It was a good experience. So, okay, Mariners will play Sydney FC in Sydney on the 14th of the 12th. No, I won't go to that. Mariners versus Adelaide United. I will not go to that. I go to that every bloody time. Mariners and Perth Glory. That's the New Year's Eve match. I'll probably give that a miss. Then we don't play. Central Coast Mariners versus Melbourne Victory, 12th of the 1st, 6 p.m. Maybe that one. We'll see. Maybe that one. I think that could be a win for us. Mariners and Melbourne Victory. Got a friend who goes to Melbourne Victory, so we'll try and get Kyle to come to that one. So we got Mariners and Brisbane Roar on the 25th. And I'll have a look quickly at the NBL draw for the Sydney Kings. Because it was my first basketball game and I did really enjoy it. It was good to be at. That's 45 minutes until the last episode, mid-season finale of The Flash and Arrow. I'm so excited for this. Can you please read my comment about the Panthers? Where was it? Wait, where? Why do you think Panthers will come 7th and have an improvement? As I said in my predictions video, I think purely because a lot of people expected the father and coaching son to work straight away, which it didn't. But obviously the Panthers got a lot better throughout the season. Even though I think Maloney is a massive loss, I think it's going to be good for them as well. I think they're going to mature as a club, and the reason why is him leaving. I don't know why, but Maloney and Cleary don't work exactly well together, and we've seen that throughout the year. And now that this is Cleary's complete team, he may not be captaining it, but it's his team, and I think he can steer them around, and they'll be back in the top 8. That is why I think that. Sydney Kings versus Cairns Taipan Sunday. I can't do that. I've got my cousin's birthday. Sydney Kings Melbourne. Southeast Melbourne Phoenix. Monday the 23rd of December, 7:15. Maybe we'll wait and see. Maybe that one. Illawarra Hawks. Adelaide 36ers. Yeah, we'll wait and see. I'll definitely go another King game. Are you going to Eels vs Broncos next year in Darwin? No, I am not going to that game, unfortunately. I will try and get to, more than likely, I'll get there. Raiders and Eels. I'm going to Magic Round. I've booked that already. I'm so keen for Magic Round. Just a shame that the Broncos play Manly again. It'd be good to mix it up. We've got the Warriors. Any other major games? I'll go to as many Central Coast Stadium games as I can. There's one game. I think it is the Rabbits and the Raiders game, and unfortunately, I would love to be there. I will miss that game, I think, because the Dragons and the Eel at Cogra I will go to. I'm going to Magic Round as well. That's awesome, man. Who do you go for, Mod Gaming? Look, guys, after I answer this comment, I'm going to end the stream. It's been nearly 40 minutes. I want to watch this show. Where is Magic Round played? Suncorp Stadium up in Brisbane. I'll just give you a minute, Mod, to write what your team is. Rabbits, nice. So Rabbits will play. Is it the Sharks? No, Sharks and Tigers. Raiders and Bulldogs. Rabbitohs and Knights. Rabbitohs and Knights. Yeah, I think it was Rabbitohs and Knights. All right, guys, I'm going to end the stream there. Thank you so much for joining. 10 likes on the stream. If you're watching right now and you haven't hit that like on the stream right now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching. These live streams are every Wednesday. So when you do join, definitely feel free to ask questions and things like that. Next week, we'll talk about, next week, I'll be live streaming my reaction to Crisis on Infinite Earths. I cannot wait for that. I am so damn excited. See you guys. Have a good night. And I'll see you guys in my Flash and Arrow video as long as they are taken down.